Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I'm getting a lot of questions, especially on Twitch, on why I made my own programming language. So I thought I'd make a video that I could just easily link to people that ask me this. Because I know a lot of you guys on this channel that are actually watching me, you know why I made my own language, because I have told you this before. But I just thought about making like an official video that I can link to people. So one question people usually ask me is what killer features does your language have that no other language has? And the answer to that is probably zero. The language doesn't have any cool features that other languages have. It does have some cool ways of like iterating on iterables and things like that. But it's nothing revolutionary, you know? And another question people ask me is just basically, why did you make your own programming language? And I've said this before, I made the language to be used in my game engine. I was thinking about using Lua first, so I was fiddling with Lua. And then I just had an idea, why don't I make my own language? How hard can it be? And integrate that into my game engine. And as a matter of fact, it wasn't that difficult. It was way easier than I thought. And I had a lot of fun doing it, so I just continued. And then I separated the language from the engine, so the language could be used outside of the engine. And I'm having a lot of fun working on that language. So the short answer to why I made my own programming language is because it's fun. It's fun to make a programming language. And there are basically no other reasons why I made it. Now, I would say that my language is a toy language. It's nothing to be taken too seriously. I wouldn't create anything serious with that language. I'm using it for my other toy projects. So be aware of that. Don't use the language for... I wouldn't use it for something serious, at least. You probably shouldn't use this language professionally at work, you know. At least not at this stage. Maybe the language will get more serious in the future, who knows. And another question I get is not really related to why I made the language, but more technical, but the more technical parts of it. They ask me if the language is compiled, and no, it's not compiled. It's an interpreted language, so it's a scripting language. So what that means is that it has a lexical analyzer that reads the source code and converts it to tokens. And then it has a parser that gets the tokens streamed to it from the lexer. And then the parser converts that to an abstract syntax tree. And that becomes like a recursive tree. And then the third part of the interpreter is the visitor. So the visitor goes and visits all the nodes in the abstract syntax tree recursively. So the interpreter is a program you run to run your source code, basically. Now I have some plans to maybe also make a compiler for it. I've looked a bit into using LLVM, I think it's called LLVM, or maybe just straight up convert it to assembly. We'll see. I'm not quite there yet. I'm still only using the language in my game engine, and I have no reason for it to be compiled there, basically. It's easier to work with if it's interpreted in that case. So, as I've said before, the language is separated from the engine, so you can use it outside of the engine. So yeah, that's how I'm playing around with it outside of the engine when I'm developing on the language. So yeah, the language is a toy language. It's not to be taken seriously. I made it just for fun. So don't expect it to be revolutionary in some way. It's not going to change the world, and it's not going to change, and it's not going to replace any other language. It's all for fun, and hopefully other people can have fun with the language as well. I've been getting some pull requests, so that's really fun. Feels good that other people are having fun with the language as well. And yeah, maybe other people can learn a bit about how to make an interpreter as well, just by playing around with the code. It's I don't know, I'm all open for pull requests. It's fun to have other people working on it as well. So if you haven't seen the language, I'm going to put the link to it in the description of this video. I know a lot of people on my channel has seen the language because I made, I don't know, I made a lot of videos about it, okay? And I've also explained before why I made it. But this video is specifically made so that I can easily link and share this information to people that keep asking me about this. So yeah, in short, the answer is the language was made just for fun, and it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Don't take it too seriously. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.